Juan Soto gonna get paid $800 million over this contract. No clutch moments. Just stats, just empty stats. What a failure. Absolute failure this team was. They were in first place, had the best record in baseball in early June. Since then, the fifth worst record in baseball.
Oof.
Embarrassing. To go out sad like that, to lose out on a playoff spot to the Cincinnati Reds. The Cincinnati Reds, whose payroll is nowhere near you guys. That's just embarrassing.
Yep.
It's a failure. First year for Juan Soto. No playoffs. That's really bad.
So where do the Mets go from here now, Raf? I mean, having the second highest payroll in the league, expecting to at least be, I'm assuming at least conference champions. Like that would have been, you had to be at least in the conference championship game. It would have been a bust. So now that you can't even make the playoffs with this payroll, where do the Mets go from here now?
Where do you go from here is simple. Honestly, you re-sign Pete, re-sign Diaz. You go from there on. Obviously, pitching is the very first thing that should be on your list. Pitching, because pitching can get you long. I mean, very far. Obviously, if you see the Yankees, right? Soto signed with us, and the Yankees said, let's invest somewhere else. Let's invest in the pitching. They got Fried. Look at Fried. Pitching very well against a game they very much needed, and I feel like you need pitching. So I feel like you should trade for two great pitchers. Obviously, you have Noah McLean, Matt, and you like him as well. He's solid. He can be a star one day, but the fact that we called up these guys in August and September, banking off like rookies to take us to the promised land is something that was just unrealistic, and I never saw it happening. And I thought it was clownish, just like Matthew is. But yeah, it was just a bad thing to do. And yeah, pitching, get glue guys, and keep Alonso, and just take it from there. Because obviously the hitting is still there. If you look at the offense, we were still a top 5 offense, Matthew. We were still a top 5. So it wasn't the offense. But like I said, it was a lot of empty stats, like you mentioned. I agree. There was a lot of empty stats that these guys were just playing for themselves, not playing to actually win the game, but more like in a way to play to see who's really the best between all of them. And it's a mental game at the end of the day. So,
and that's never going to work in a team sport ever.
Never going to work ever.
Look at JPV in the chat. Mets had no fight, especially when they were down after 8 innings. The stat on the Mets, Jeremy, 0-67 when they were losing after 8 innings. 0-67.
0-67?
No clutch gene. No comeback clutch gene in the 9th inning for the Mets at all this season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang.
Mind you, J-Rod, we had one of the best records last year to come back. Come back win.
That's how y'all made y'all run. That big run. It was those games at the end.
See? Money can't be happiness.
I guess it's just I think there are just literally some franchises in sports that are just doomed. Like no matter how hard you try, they're just doomed to keep failing and falling on their face. But oh God, when the Mets do eventually win a World Series, if they ever do, the city will burn to the ground.
It's gonna hurt for the Yankees.
Not a great,
All right, guys.
Not a great week for New York baseball, huh, guys?
Not at all.
I
Not at
agree,
all. We'll
Ken.
see what happens tomorrow.
Talking about collapses, and let's talk about football now. Let's talk about the first Kansas City versus Baltimore. Wow. First of all, I will say that I'm at work watching. I'm over here serving customers and stuff, and I'm looking at the TV, and I'm seeing this blowout going on. And I said, first thing I'm thinking to myself is, I know someone who's very happy right now. And it's one of my closest friends. It's Matthew Rodriguez. He's very happy. Because not only did we see a blowout, but now we can make the argument that the Ravens could be in the brink of not making the playoffs. Can you imagine that? Lamar Jackson is out for 2 to 3 weeks, maybe longer because it's a hamstring injury. So, at the end of the day, running quarterbacks, Matthew, you know this as Justin Fields is a runner. It's very crucial to have a hamstring to be messing with your health. So what do we think about this? Was it a bigger win for the Chiefs or a bigger loss for the Ravens?
Guys, this is all about Kansas City. They are back. Chiefs are back. Mahomes, 4 touchdowns. First time in 2 years he's done that. Guys, I told you when Xavier Worthy came back, things were going to be okay. The running game was going to get better. He was their leading rusher on 2 wildcat plays. You got to be kidding me. He was their leading receiver. Everything opened up for the Chiefs offense. They annihilated that Ravens sorry defense. And Lamar Jackson, what did I tell you guys about Lamar Jackson? Not that guy. 2 awful turnovers. He had a pick on first down there that was just awful, guys. Awful. Then a fumble on third, just awful. You can't do those things in these big games. He's 1-6 now against Mahomes. He just doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it. The Ravens are looking awful. The Chiefs are back, guys. The Chiefs are back. They're
See-
now 2-2. This is only get going up from here.
So that's why I think it's more about the Ravens, because when you were talking about about the whole game, you talked more about the Ravens than you did about the Kansas City Chiefs. The Ravens defense is atrocious, guys. Like, it's almost dead last in everything. Like, I didn't know that. I was looking up the stats today. I heard from these talk shows. The Ravens defense is not looking great. Now that you have losing Lamar Jackson for 2 to 3 weeks, that's not great. I don't know if you can win this next 2 games. I believe they go against the Texans, and I believe they have Green Bay maybe. I think they might have in the next 2 games. So, and then they have a bye week after that. So, if they can get through these 2 weeks, if they end up 1-5, I don't know a lot of 1-5 teams that make the playoffs later on in the season. But the division is weak. I know you got the Steelers in there, but nobody's putting all those eggs in that basket. To the crushing heart of Matthew, Browning is not the answer for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Guys.
And
Ravens
he's-
are bad. The
Yeah,
Bengals have a chance.
no,
Guys, you
they're
gotta
not
be
that
on it.
bad. And the Browns are obviously the Browns. They're gonna be snippy in some games, but they're not gonna make any noise. So I do think it's
They're going to start Gabriel.
yeah, you know, they're probably gonna start Gabriel Raff. You probably won't see Shedeur this year. You need to get used to that, I think. But yeah, I think I'm more worried about the Ravens. I'm gonna put the pause on the Kansas City Chiefs being back right now. I just think that because the Ravens defense is so bad, I want to see them against a legit defense and a legit I don't want to say team, because I do think the Ravens are legit, but I want to see them seeing them go against a better defense. But I will agree, adding Worthy seems to have opened up the offense, and when Rashid Rice comes back, I can only imagine. So I think it's more about the Ravens, though.
Yeah, it's over for the Ravens, to be honest, bro. It's over. It is so over. I'm over here thinking that, this is potentially the year that they can go deep, and boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong. Um, Listen, I think the only winner here is my fantasy team. I guess that all you can do now is hand off the ball to Derrick Henry,
You
and
sure about that, Rap?
and let's see.
Because John Harbaugh seems to fucking not think that handing the ball off is an option.
I mean, you have to. Who you gonna you're gonna depend on who's their backup quarterback now, huh?
I think it's
I better see Derrick Henry 30 rush per game per game now. No, but honestly, listen, it's a great showing from the Chiefs. I'm still holding off. You know how I feel about the Chiefs. They're not as good as people are saying, like Matthew's saying. Obviously we see how bad the Ravens defense is, but in all honesty, this is a great showing from the Chiefs. This is a big game for them. I really thought that the Ravens were gonna take this game, go 2-2, but now their backs against the wall. Backs against the wall, and crazy
Yeah, for
because
sure.
J-Rod, in an alternate universe, Shadur is Lamar's backup quarterback, and he's taking them to the playoffs.
No, I
But
don't know about that. Taking them
I'm
to the
telling you, you're
taking
gonna
them to the
trust it.
playoffs.
You know what? I'm gonna laugh at you, both of you guys' faces when Shadur is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But
Next
anyways,
season, maybe, because we're not seeing him this year.
we are. But anyways, yeah, great showing from the Chiefs. Ravens, it might be over for them, and yeah, it's looking bad, very bad for Baltimore.
So sticking with the Kansas City Chiefs, do you guys feel like they're gonna win the division now? Now that they're 2-2 with the Chargers loss, we'll get into that a little bit later. Do you think
That's a great.
do you think Kansas City can come all the way back and win the division still?
Okay, I want to bridge off this real quick because obviously it wasn't in our list. It wasn't in the same exact order of our list of topics, but it's a great bridge now. Talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and the division. Oh my god. Sorry.
There you go.
So we're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs in the division, right? And who's in that division? The Chargers. Who did the Chargers just lose to?
Oh, do you want to talk about that right now?
Yes, because
Let's
it's
talk
a
about
perfect bridge. Now I'm very, very nervous about the Chargers because that game, you know how Matthew likes to say, those are what's those games that you like to call it, Matt? What are those games? That one team is doing good, and then you have a trap game. A trap
Trap
game.
games, yes,
That was a
yes.
trap game
It
for
was
the
a classic
Chargers.
trap game of the Chargers.
Very bad showing from Herbert. Terrible showing. I'm thinking he's one of the best, and I still think he's one of the best, but wow. You just made the Giants defense look good, and respectfully, they're not that good.
Whoa. The
Hey,
Giants defense has a lot of potential. That defensive line is insane if you think about it. If you break it down, that defensive line is crazy. Secondary suspect, I'll give you that. Don't really have any linebackers in the middle, but that D line and those edge rushers, we got a squad there. And we were putting I know you saw Sexy Dexy's almost thick six. That was one of the most electrifying plays in the
Such
whole
a bad
stadium.
pick. That's such a bad pick. Raph, what happened to Herbert? Told me Herbert was him.
listen, man, it's your classic trap game, bro. I'll be honest. It's just a bad showing. He saw that Jackson Dart was gonna take his girl, Madison Beer. He got nervous, and then it just went from there. But no, in all seriousness, it's just it's one of these games that we need to see. Now we're gonna have to keep a closer eye on Herbert. Not saying that he's bad, not saying that he's not a top, whatever quarterback you want to put him in. I'm just saying that this is one of the games that we have to see. Is this a fluke? Was this game just a bad game for him, or is it more of just like, maybe he's not what we think he is? But honestly, this is just a bad game for the Chargers. Great game for the Giants. They almost lost it too. And I know J-Ro was in attendance. I know he was very happy. Guy Leak got hurt for the rest of the year.
It was very bittersweet. It was the energy in that stadium was different. Like it was nothing. It was just like weird. It felt like more like a college game where like, listen,
Yeah.
the QB's like who like he's a rookie. Like we don't know what we're gonna get for him. We're just gonna just continue and we're just gonna see what happens with this kid. And he did look great. I think he had 110 passing yards, which is nothing, but he had a rushing touchdown and he showed confidence and he showed the swagger and he brought life back into that Giants team. And then it all got sucked away when he threw a dart to Malik Neighbors, and I saw him crashing down to the floor. He got up there and he hit the floor and he ricocheted and looked heavy, it looked hard, but he went to go get up, and the minute he stood, he laid right back down. And then everybody's circling him, and we're all like, "Oh no, no, please!" Everybody's around him, and you see players get on their knees. And then all the way, because I'm by one of the end zones, I see coming from the other side of the end zone a cart just driving straight to him, and I'm like, "No, no, please, no!" And then I'm sitting next to somebody, and he gets the alert on his phone that Malik Neighbors' possible torn ACL, and now we know it is confirmed he's out for the season. You just hate to see it. The Giants stay murdering players' ACLs on that field. It's just, I don't get it. It's cursed. Sucks for Malik Neighbors. He just got the QB that he wanted. Finally, he got some rhythm. He got some excitement in him. I've never seen him so hype at a game before. Never seen him so excited for someone else to score besides himself. And now it's kind of like, well, now you have to wait till next year to get the repertoire and the reps with this quarterback. But I mean, listen, the Giants weren't going anywhere this year anyway, so now it's just Malik get healthy, come back strong, and we'll take it next year with our new QB.
Playoffs, J-Rod, or 6 wins, 7 wins, or any chance of anything, or just a game, just one game?
I do. For the sake of my bet, I'm gonna believe that we could win 7 games. But it's not looking great, especially losing the number 1 receiver, the number 1 weapon. Scatterboo's great. He's a great running back. He just has that.
He has like 20 games in his career. CT is calling his name, bro.
He's like he's gonna be like a splash in the pan. Like he's gonna be there for like a quick second. But listen, the energy. What I care most about is the energy in that stadium. Like everybody cares. People, the players have personality to them, and they're not these mindless robots that are just like, we're programmed to lose. Like, no, we're gonna win this game, even if it's ugly, even if it takes rushing the quarterback, even if it's gonna take banging into your own offensive lineman, bouncing out, running around, and getting the first down. Like, we're going to win these games. So I'm excited for the new QB, but the Malik Neighbors thing just kind of like killed all that happiness, to be honest.
The defense looked great, though, J-Rod.
Yeah.
The defense was great.
Yeah. Graf saying
honestly didn't expect them to play that way. I mean, they
He's mid.
shut down the Chargers twice there when Herbert had chances to go down the field, tie up this game, and they shut him down. Credit to the Giants there.
Gee, man, let's go. Let's get it. That 7 wins is coming. 1 down. 6 more to go.
J-Rod, let's move to your next team, the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yeah, I knew 2 on that one.
Couldn't get the job done against the Eagles. They lose 31-25. They were down early by a bunch. The Bucks, though, credit to Baker, they came back, trying to come back, but the Eagles were too much. J-Rod, did the Bucks prove that they're legit contenders despite the loss?
I thought they were legit contenders last week, so I still think they are. I do think the Eagles are the best team in the league, even though their offense looks 1960s and it's not great to watch. I believe their players are just stronger than everybody else. Like, the way that offensive line and defensive line move people, even their special teams, the way these block field goals and punts, they're just busting up right through the middle of these lines. So I just think they're a tough team. I think that they just play to win, and of course it's making some of their star players unhappy, where they're putting out tweets talking about how they want to be left alone. I'm sorry, that was Jamar Chase that said that. What did AJ Brown said? He said, "Oh, you just shrug your shoulders and walk away." That's what he said. But they're winning games. They haven't lost a game. Well, what is this? They're 17 games straight they've won. So it's like you can't
18.
18. So you can't mess with the philosophy, and I do think the Bucks are contenders, but hey, you just lost to the champs, and so far nobody's beaten them this year. So
Should I go, Matthew, or you?
Yeah, go ahead.
My pick last week was Eagles by however they want. I think I said by 20.
You said 14.
Okay.
I have it down here. I had him by 14. Matt had him by 4. And I had the Bucks by 3. So Matt was, I think Matt was the closest.
I got it,
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, listen, the Eagles are just. I think they're just better than everyone else. It sucks, but you know they're going to be the best team until someone else proves it or someone else takes that title away from them. But that's probably going to happen in the playoffs. Like they're going to keep rolling. It's going to be very hard to beat them. I did think that they should have waited on that Saquon fake tush push play. That was fire. That was
You
fire.
have to use it
They
against
should
a
have
good
waited.
team. They were scared of the
Huh?
Bucks. They were scared of the Bucks. They got to make sure they beat them.
Listen, they should have waited for the playoffs to do that because that was fire. That
Yeah.
was fire. But in all honesty, listen, I told you the Bucks, they weren't going to beat them. But you know, my respect level, I guess, because you know Matthew loves his moral victories. I guess you can have a victory here that you almost came back on them. But in all honesty, yeah, the Eagles are just they're
Yeah.
just too good right now.
Bucks have
Huh?
two hurt offensive linemen, and there was no Mike Evans.
Oh, Mike Evans, right? So like
So
obviously this is a good loss for them, I guess. But yeah, the Eagles are just gonna keep doing their thing, bro. It's gonna be until proven otherwise. And right now, the two top teams I think are the Bills and the Eagles. So
those and the Eagles.
yeah, so honestly, it's just gonna keep going that way. Let's see what let's see what old fraud Rod wants to say now.
Very vulnerable. Like this is twice now against the Rams and against the Bucks. Like they showed like they're a play away from losing these games. It was right there, guys. Baker drove them down the field. He drove the Bucks down the field, and he threw a bad It's like it's first and goal, I think, or first and 10 at the 11 or
That
something.
was a
He
bad.
throws a
That was
bad
a bad
pick.
interception.
Like there was a chance there to tie the game. Like get this big comeback. It's a bad pick.
Yeah, I understand.
Rams were just a couple plays away. Like these are so close. I think the Eagles are very vulnerable. Like J Rod said, they were scared of the Bucks. They put out that tush push fake there against the Bucks, against teams that can beat them. They where they had to get this touchdown. If not, it was over. Like the Eagles are showing they're a little bit vulnerable. Little bit vulnerable.
So I will say this on the Eagles' defense: the teams that they've played have been legit teams, right? So they played Kansas City, they played the Rams, they played the Bucks, and they played Dallas, which Dallas is showing that their offense may not be as pedestrian.
They're the best offense right now.
Right. So they held them under what, 20 points, right? They scored like 21 or something like that. I forgot the score of that game. But it was definitely not a high scoring game. So considering that I know they barely beat these teams and there's like a play especially with the Rams game, it's literally a play that changed the outcome. The competition they've had has been pretty tough. They have played no scrub team, whereas all these other teams that we're seeing are top of the league have played these bad teams. You had the Bills playing the Jets. You had the Ravens playing the Browns. You had Kansas City playing the Giants. The Eagles haven't had their, their chance to show how dominant their offense could possibly be and how much they can dominate an opponent.
I mean the team like they playing the teams that they're gonna play in the playoffs. The Bucks, the Rams. These are the teams that they're gonna face in the NFC.
They're beating them.
Yeah, but it was barely.
But they're good
barely.
teams.
But they're contenders.
Yeah.
If they're
All right, so can we agree that it's not as much like the gap is not like it's right there.
Last week.
Right there.
Last week with the Rams when I said that the Rams were about to beat them, I said that maybe the Eagles are not in their own tier. Maybe they are on the tier with these other contenders, and maybe it's not as far as fetch as everyone sees.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the Eagles are head and shoulders better than everybody. They are the best team right now. Like you have to give them that credit. They come in, they beat everybody. They haven't lost, and they're past Super Bowl champions. Like you have to just be like, yeah, this is the best team right now. But I do think it's close because they're not dominating these teams.
How about we talk about a little pretender team, Raf's Green Bay Packers.
Hold on, real quick before we move
Giving
on.
up-
I just want to give y'all the Ravens Chiefs predictions that we had. So Matt had KC by 6. Raf, I believe we had Baltimore by 6, and I had Baltimore by 14. So Matt obviously cleaned
Only
up with that
one, man. Shout out Cam. Shout out Killer Cam in the chat for proposing that idea, because now I think it's gonna show everybody who's right all the time about these picks. Thanks, Cam. Appreciate that.
Yeah, how we talk about the Packers prediction that
Let's talk about those
we all
Packers.
had.
40-40 tie. Highest scoring tie since before the Super Bowl era. Raf, last week against the Browns, this week against the Cowboys. How bad was this for the Packers?
This is terrible. Very terrible. Who likes ties? No one likes ties. I'd rather lose
Take 'em
than
out
be
the game.
tied.
Matt
I'd
was
rather
Matt
like
was a
I'd rather
bitch.
them go for the win than them be happy about this field goal that they tied. No, definitely it was a bad showing. Obviously, it was back and forth. Dallas has the best offense, yet the worst defense. Maybe with Ravens right there. But this is a game that Micah told him that he needed to take over, and he just didn't. You know what I mean? Like Skip Bayless was the one trolling the whole game, talking about, oh, this should have been the easiest game for the Packers since they're clearly much better. But in all honesty, yeah, like I told you guys in the chat, it's over. I definitely think that the Packers are showing who they really are, and I overrated them. I would admit to that. I overrated them completely. They're not a top 5 team. They're borderline top 10 now, in my opinion. Because how do you lose to the Browns and you tie with the Cowboys? Like, that shouldn't happen. But now they're gonna have to show the whole world a lot that that's not who they are. But in all honesty, this might be who they are, man. I'll be honest.
I'm gonna just calm everybody down just for a little bit, just a second. Listen, these games are gonna happen. Jordan Love is still a young player, and this defense sometimes it's gonna get it. It just got put together about 4 weeks ago. I know we were crowning them these champions, but we saw what happened against the Browns, right? They lost that game in a pathetic fashion. These games are gonna happen. Let them get their feet underneath them. Let them reset. I still think that defense is gonna be great. I still think Jordan Love is gonna have his moments. He put up 40 against the Cowboys. I agree, Raf. Ties suck. Go for the win, because now it's just, especially in the division. I do understand the floor in the sense of like the division is gonna be close, so maybe a tie might make you the division winners. But to me, if you are in this category of Super Bowl champions, you need to be a winner. You can't just be going for ties. Like you can't just like you need to be better than Dallas. Dallas is probably not gonna make the playoffs. You can't be tying with them. So go for the win. Have some faith in your team. But I'm gonna not panic on them right now. They're not the world beaters that we thought they were. So I'm gonna bring them down a notch. I'm not gonna put them where like Detroit or the Eagles or the Rams are. But they're still right there in that second tier level. I think we just underestimated Dallas's offense, because the fact that you could put up 40 points with no CeeDee Lamb. I know they have Pickens, but without having your number one receiver there, that's impressive, and you kind of got to give Dak a little bit of props for that.
Isn't that more concerning, Jeremy? No CeeDee Lamb, and they gave him
No, I
40?
get it. It was awful. It was awful, but I think maybe the Dallas, if you put it into context, the only game the Dallas offense didn't really go off in was the Eagles game. I mean, they put up 40 against the Giants. I know that's not saying much, but then they put up 40, yes, this week just passed, and they put up, well, I think they put like 27 against the Bears. I ended up losing that game, but they put up some points against the Bears too, and they lost CeeDee Lamb during that game. So yes, it is concerning. It was a bad defensive game for the Packers, especially having Micah come back to Dallas. You got to show out for that game. But again, I'm not worried. It's a young team. They're gonna make mistakes. They probably got too hype. They didn't take the offense too seriously because there's like no CD. There's not gonna be any problems, and they overestimated themselves. I'm not worried though.
Rav, you should be worried about your guy Jordan Love and these Packers. This is
Oh my guy.
not it. Last week the offense struggled. Love looked bad against the Browns, against a pretty good offensive team. This week, high offense in the Cowboys without CeeDee Lamb, but sure, they have a great offense. defense struggles. It's like, well, which one is it? It's not looking good. You guys, they were supposed to come in being a great defensive team. At the very least, you thought, okay, Jordan Love can get you there just by making the right plays, and his defense is gonna carry. That hasn't been the case. This is not it. Micah Parsons did not show out. Jerry Jones and Skip Bayless were laughing their asses off after this one.
I know Skip
They're like,
Bayless
oh, we won the trade for Micah after
was
this one.
loving it, yeah.
This is not good for the Packers. They're not what 2-1 and a tie. It's basically 2-2. Guys, does the NFL need to get rid of ties? I think so.
Yeah. I forgot who it was, and I'm sorry not giving this person credit, but they were talking about how if they're gonna make the ties, people get one possession each. They should make it a full quarter and not do only 10 minutes. It should be like 15-minute quarters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It should be like Super Bowl rules, playoffs rules. It can't end in a tie. It has to end in the next person scores. The NBA does that. The NBA doesn't have no fucking ties.
The NBA?
Yeah, they don't have ties.
No ties. They're the only sports. They're the
Yeah.
only sport with a tie. That's
By the way, our picks, Matt, you had Packers by 23. Raph, you had Pats by 14, and I had Pats by 18.
Oh, I thought you were about to say 50.
No, 14. And I had 18.
No.
We were all wrong because they ended up tying.
Yikes. Matthew told me this was a lock. Yikes.
Nobody picked the Cowboys. Like, nobody was thinking the Cowboys were actually going to win that game. It was more shocking than the Giants beating the Chargers.
I mean, but they didn't win the game. They tied the game.
Yeah. But we also said plus something, so we would have still lost the bet.
Oh, they definitely covered the spread.
The Cowboys did. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's see. We want to talk about next, guys.
There was one
We got the
more.
Rams.
There
We
you
got
go.
the Rams here, guys.
Yep,
The
yes,
Rams
sir.
and the Colts. Danny Dimes turns back into old Danny Dimes.
He wasn't
not
that
a good look.
He wasn't that bad.
No, he was bad. He at first, look, the Colts were winning right all game long, not by much, by 3, by 7. Then the Colts defense gives up 2 touchdowns in like 2 minutes. Stafford goes off. The Rams go off. Danny Dimes 2 late turnovers. Said the Colts were a legit team. Were they ever really contenders?
Matt, Coño, nobody can lose games. Like, nobody can lose games. Everybody's got to be undefeated. That's it. Once they lose a game, they're finished. What division are the Colts in, Matt?
Hey, right, they're in the South, and it's a bad division.
It's a horrible division.
Horrible division.
I can ask you a question. If Homeboy decided to just hold on to the football when crossing the end zone, do the Colts win that game?
I think they do.
I think they do. If the same guy who not only fumbled out of the end zone doesn't yoke up somebody when Jonathan Taylor is busting open to run for a 60-yard touchdown, do the Colts win that game? I think they do. So I think the Colts caught a bad break. They caught a couple lucky breaks on this little run they had, but I still think they're a legit team.
But Raph, if Daniel Jones doesn't throw a pick into double coverage on a game-winning drive,
I mean, we all knew that was gonna happen. He was gonna make a mistake. He's Daniel Jones.
Living in the present, I like living in the now, and I don't live if.
Hey, but you're saying the Colts? How can they be this great team if their quarterback is gonna make plays like that?
They lost to the Rams. The Rams are a good team. The Rams are a good team.
They're a great team.
Okay, so they lost to a good team. That doesn't make them not a playoff team. Do you think
They have the best. What's his name? They have the best wide receiver in the league right now.
The Rams.
He's getting force fed. Yeah, he's getting force fed. But yeah,
he's not
he's the
getting
best.
force fed. We're spreading the ball all around.
Puka's underrated as hell, bro.
Force fed, but yeah, he's
Stafford's
nice.
spreading the ball all around. Everybody's getting touches. Devontae's getting a touchdown per game. Stafford's throwing bombs. Tutu Atwell, like we're throwing the ball all over the field, guys.
So are you saying, Matt? Are you saying the Colts aren't a playoff team?
they're a playoff team by default because that division is just awful.
Did you
Like,
have the
shit-
Colts as a playoff team before the season?
No,
So
before
they
the season. No.
exceeded your
I
expectations.
thought they were gonna be probably third in that division. Like I thought the Texans were gonna be
Wait,
something.
it's not even over yet. Hold
So-
on.
so
Let's
give me
wait.
Well, let's wait for what, right? Who's taking that division?
I mean,
The
his
Colts,
guy Trevor
but, like,
Lawrence. His guy Trevor
There's
Lawrence.
always
Is,
like that one team that makes the playoffs, and you're like, oh, they're in the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's
the
the first
Colts.
round.
yeah, that's gonna be the Bengals this year, guys. We
The
already
Bengals
know.
are not making the playoffs, Matt.
Guys.
Unless they trade for Kirk Cousins,
Or Shadur Sanders.
I don't think they're making the playoffs, bud. They looked awful yesterday. They looked awful. They got ramrodded.
For next week's podcast, guys, we should do a playoff prediction, right? 5 weeks in, see if it's all gonna stick.
Oh, like who's gonna make
Yeah.
the playoffs?
Yeah.
I got you. That sounds like a
That's
plan.
gonna stick.
And so you don't believe in Daniel Jones anymore because he threw that interception.
No.
So
I
you
never
don't believe in
believed
Justin Herbert then?
I never believed in Justin Herbert. That's been Raf's guy the whole time. I never
That's
believed.
fair.
I thought Herbert would improve in with Harbaugh there. I thought he would improve, and he has the first few weeks. But last week played a great defense. Yeah, he had injuries to the whole line, but no, he looked bad. Like those are just bad turnovers, bad plays that he's making. And Daniel Jones doing the same thing. This was clutch moments. Daniel Jones, no clutch gene. Guys, let's move on here.
We real quick. I had Rams +7. Raf had Rams +20, and Matt had Rams +3.
Yo.
At what, Raf?
By 20.
Rams
I
plus
told
20.
you guys, like, be careful. It was a little. I felt since a little bit of a.
What was the final?
trap
What was the
here.
final score? Do you remember? What was the final score?
27-20.
Oh, I nailed
touch-
it. I said Rams +7. I nailed that shit.
Raf, Jeremy nailed it. That's crazy. Stafford, by the way, 50 game-winning drives, tied 5th most all time. But Raf says he's not a clutch player. I don't know what to say.
You don't think Matt Stafford's clutch, Raf?
I don't give a damn about Matthew Stat Padford. I'm going to be honest.
Damn, that's rough.
I don't.
Guys, and we gotta talk about Monday Night Football.
Oof.
When do
Let's
I
talk about
get you?
Tyreek Hill's leg. How about that?
Talk about being a Mets fan. How about being
Tyreek Hill's
how about being a
leg
Jets
is
fan?
what happened to the Jets. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Cam in the chat was like, Mets and Jets are just equals.
Thank God I'm not a Mets and a Jets fan. At least I have one. There's a lot of people who are.
Yo, there's a lot of people who are. A lot.
That's-
There's a lot of angry people. A lot of angry people who are Mets and Jets fans, let me tell you.
Jeremy, Grandpa's a Mets and
Angry,
Jets
yeah,
fan.
he an angry man.
There you go. You nailed it.
He an angry man.
Guys, the Jets, embarrassing. Like, this is the same thing all over again. They had like a million penalties, pre-snap penalties, false start here, false start there. They're just not ready to play week in and week out. It's the same thing. Like, the Dolphins are a very beatable team, and they made them look like they were world beaters. It's just, I don't know what to say. And Aaron Glenn once again goes out there saying the same thing. Oh, it's not an instant cup of coffee league. Everybody wants instant cup of coffee league. It takes time. I'm running out of time, guys, to watch this team win games.
It's bad. It's
I don't
awful.
know. I don't know if this team's gonna win a game this year. I really don't.
You guys went
really-
from almost pulling up an upset week 1, setting that tone, to like, oh, maybe the Jet season's actually gonna be pretty decent, to not winning a game yet and
It's
losing
just-
to Miami.
look, they play the Cowboys. They play the Cowboys' awful defense next week. You think they're gonna put up any points? What do we think?
I think they can put up
You're
some
right.
points.
You're going to lose by 20, bro.
See, and then it's gonna be like 52-25, and what am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah, Dallas might. Yeah, Dallas might put up 35.
It's not good, guys. I think the Jets are gonna get the first pick in the draft, and who we're gonna take doesn't even matter. Justin Fields sucks. This whole team sucks.
You have to battle it out with the Saints. You and the
Oh, me
Saints.
just nice.
I said that he would be okay, like something to manage for the time being.
Like
you
if he
find
has
your-
a
you find your
team,
QB.
like if everything is right around him, he can be good. But
Stop it.
oh, he can be good. Look, he made plays yesterday. He ran like 35 yards to the end zone and a touchdown. Like there are plays there. It's just when you get constantly, it's 1st and 10 and constantly false start. 1st and 15. It's every single time.
And
It's just
that's coaching. That's a coaching
that's
problem.
coaching. That's literally coaching.
That's a coaching problem.
I don't even know what to say, guys. Guys, how do we want to cap it off here? MLB postseason bracket.
Let's do it.
All right, guys.
Let's lock it
It's
in.
it's on you guys. Go ahead. Give y'all bracket.
Why don't we start off with this Yankees Red Sox wild card, Ralph? Who we got? What do you got now? After
Boston
game 1.
in 3.
Boston in 3?
Oh, so you think Yankees take the game?
Think they win tomorrow, yep.
I gotta go Yankees in 3. My heart's telling me it's over.
It's
But
never always says it's over.
They don't have Chapman tomorrow, so it's nice for
you think
Yankees.
they don't have Chapman tomorrow?
No shot. No shot.
You think there's no shot they have Chapman tomorrow?
Yeah. There's no shot.
Come
Because
on,
they have a fully rested bullpen, bro. Like, besides him, it's over. They're not
So Whitlock's gonna close now.
that's hey, I don't get paid for Boston. I'm not answering those questions.
Chaps, like they're bro. If they're using 4 outs today, like they have him tomorrow, bro.
If it's a safe situation, yeah. If it's a tie game, no. No.
I don't know.
All right.
I'm gonna take Yankees in 3.
Okay. Guardians and Tigers.
Tigers, man. It looked bad to finish the regular season. They won game 1 today. I gotta go with the Tigers here.
I got Guardians in 3. I think they're going to be the first team to win a series with losing game 1. Mind you, they barely won today.
I mean, the Red Sox barely won today. Like,
Wait. Well, sure. You're right.
same thing.
Wait, Matt.
All right, that was
Matt, you had Tigers and Rav, you had Guardians.
I got
Yes.
Tigers in 3.
Okay.
So that would mean the Guardians. Wait, no. Let's just do round 1 for now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then Dodgers and Cincinnati, Matt.
I got Dodgers in 1, if that's even possible. This is. I got the game on right here, and the Dodgers up 5. Now it's over. Like the Reds shouldn't even be in the playoffs. That should be the Mets there facing the Dodgers, making this interesting. But no, it didn't happen.
I don't want to talk about it. It's fine.
Tani started off the game with a bomb. Like it's.
We deserve it. I don't want to talk about it.
It would have been a World Series. Oh man.
I don't want to talk about it. Cubs and Padres.
Man, I thought the Padres were gonna start off, win this game. They lost game 1, but I'm still gonna take the Padres though. Gotta trust that their offense is gonna pick it back up. I'll take Padres in 3.
I'm taking the Cubs. I think the series is over with. I think they win tomorrow.
Over tomorrow? That's it?
Yeah.
What?
So, Matt,
That's the thing about.
Matt, you have Padres, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I got Cubs in 2.
Mm.
I think that these are the type of series that like you just have to be like, I'm just trusting my gut. I just feel like some series are closer than the other. Not as close.
We're just doing first round, do second round next week.
Yeah, we can do second round when the Mets are in the World Series. My God,
How the hell, how the hell does that happen?
I don't even know.
The World Series in Cancun. Nice.
I'm just letting you know right now, Matthew. I'm saying this in front of everybody. If Yankees don't win tomorrow, you have the same amount of postseason wins as the Mets. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh boy.
You can take your moral victories. You can say, "Oh, at least what else?" But at the end of the day, it's World Series or bust. It's World Series or bust.
No, you're right, and it's upsetting because the Yankees, J-Rod, we tied with the Blue Jays in the division, but they had a tiebreaker over us. We shouldn't even be playing in the wild card right now. Like I'm looking at all the games in the regular season they have lost, some like awful performances,
Yeah.
games where they should have easily won.
How do you think
And
Mets?
they-
How do you think Mets fans feel? Think about all the games they barely lost, and they're like, if they would have just won that one game, they'll be in the playoffs right now. They must be livid.
I'm healed from it already. I'm healed.
Of course, because Soto's already healed. He's already on vacation, so Ralph has no choice but to be healed.
No, well, it can be that can be a reason too. It's just when teams are just not showing the heart and the grit as they did the year before. You as a fan, you have to be upfront with yourself. You're like, okay, they didn't want it, so move on next year.
Damn, bro, that sucks. That sucks because it's like it's exciting to pay those players, and it doesn't always work out, especially in baseball, right? Like it's easy. It's easier like in basketball. Like, you can pay all those players, and you're like, all right, we're at least gonna make the playoffs. It's harder to do that in
Speaking of
baseball.
basketball, are the Warriors back, Ralph? Seth Curry and Al Horford? I think
Bro,
the Warriors are
They're not
back.
even. They're making the play in, and that's it, bro.
Hey, why?
That's
I thought Steph was that guy.
Oh, we're already top 10, buddy.
Yeah,
Don't even do that
Steph
with me.
is
We're already top 10.
Steph is top 10,
But
man.
we
Absolutely.
can't carry to
Wait, we can't carry. I think he did that in 2022. I think we're
that's
So
what made him
now
top
we're
10.
just playing for stat padding.
solidified.
We're playing for
We're
stat
nope.
padding.
He's playing to move up if
What?
possible.
We're playing for stat padding like LeBron, just stat pad.
He's not
That's
stat
the-
padding. He's playing to
What is
move
it?
up.
If he can't win games, what is he playing for?
You can move up to being like not top 10. You can be top 5. Not that it's ever gonna happen.
Jay, I'm gonna be honest. This is gonna be a discussion that we're gonna have to do a separate podcast for because Matthew thinks that stat padding is when you have a team that's still a playoff team, but you're not winning. His whole argument that LeBron is not the GOAT is because he's stat padding right now. J-Rod, Matthew, don't answer. Is LeBron stat padding?
No,
Right now?
no. He's trying to win a chip. He's not
He's trying to
stat-
win a chip. I don't think
Oh.
he doesn't think he
So
can win
it's
a
not-
chip. He
So
does not
when
think
was
he
the
can
last
win a
time he was trying to win a chip?
Was the last time what?
Because you think that his whole Laker tenure after AD, like after the bubble championship, you think he's been stat padding this whole time?
After the
No, stop it. That's
After the
wrong. I don't give a damn what you said. No, that's
after
wrong.
the 22-23 season, the first time when they got Russ, that was the last year they were like, okay, we can go out there and win a chip. And then Russ was so bad, and then LeBron said, you know what? What's even the point anymore? Let's just it's over.
Nah.
And then the next year they traded AD for Luca and LeBron was in the mix.
Yeah, like
And he
you
doesn't
have
care
Luka
because he sucks in the
Doncic.
fourth quarters of these playoff games, so it doesn't even matter.
But I don't think he's
LeBron
stat
does
padding.
not think he can win anymore. He knows.
What is he?
knows
What is he
he's not
stat
winning.
padding? He has the hot.
one
He
of the
scored the most points in
Part
the
of my
league.
life, that LeBron is stat padding.
He scored the
Because
most
he just wants
points.
to push it so out of reach that no one.
I
Comes
think
even
he's
close.
trying to win a chip, and be
No,
one of
no.
the.
Every single year LeBron's trying to win a chip, bro.
He's
I'm
trying
be
to
honest.
win a
playing with his son now. He's just has his son on the bench with him. Like he's just there for the vibes.
Because he knows he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, bro.
He's like, oh, I'm in year
We
23.
surpassed Jordan, bro. We surpassed Jordan. We surpassed him, bro.
This was about Curry. What does the Warriors think they can win a chip? Does he think the
in their minds,
So why can't they?
Bro, that's an unction. Jay, J-Rod's not even the unction because he's about to push 30. But that's an unction, bro. When they added Al Horford, their average lineup age is going to be 35.8, bro. 35.8.
35.
That's going to be the average. But that's Curry's fault. Right? Matt, that's Curry's fault, right? Come on, bro. Come on,
So,
bro.
course it's
so
a-
Matt, you think Curry has nothing left to play for?
He knows he doesn't have nothing to
Oh,
play for.
if he's playing for, if he thinks they can win a ring, then absolutely. If not, then what's the point?
Because he can still move up as being an all-time great.
Bro, well, let me ask you a question,
How can
Matthew.
you do? How can he do that without winning anything else? Nothing.
Let me ask you a question,
Three-point
Matthew.
record, like there's nothing else he can do.
Let me ask you a question, Matt. You think if Steph had like a whack team, I'm talking about no Jimmy, no Dre, no stars, and just him and some rookies and like potentials, like people who are pretty good. No, sorry. People who are projects, like a rebuilding team. You think Steph will still be in the league? That will be stat padding. J-Rod, that's stat padding.
But so
when
like,
you know you
so but
Like
like
he's doing it a different way. The different way. He's saying, "Okay, I want to play with my brother for the first time ever." Like it's
No,
just,
because-
that's just what it
because
is.
in your mind-
you're
Curry
mad
is not a-
at you're
is-
mad at him because he wants to play basketball. That's what you're mad at him because he wants to play basketball. And you keep saying like it's stat padding.
Now it's LeBron wants to play with his son. Here's Steph with his brother. Like it's just what are we
But-
doing, family?
But LeBron still has Luka Doncic on his team. Arguably,
Steph has Jimmy Butler. Yes.
they're still trying to win, bro. Exactly.
They're trying to win championships though.
You're calling them a playing team.
Because I know for a fact that team is not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything.
Why not?
Because they're old. Because it's poorly constructed. It's a bunch of reasons.
He can't get wins.
I think he did. I think we already proved that we can't win without Kevin Durant in 2022. I think we did prove that already, actually, and we did.
When John Moran was out the whole series, and I don't.
We can go
I'm not
to
gonna do
every
this.
we can go to every championship team and pull out
At least
one.
Jay is in between the middle. At least he's in between the middle. Because like I can't sometimes, bro.
I you can't do that. You can't bring up possible injury. They beat
I think the Warriors are
The
better than a
Celtics.
playing. I think they're a playoff team. I think Al Horford is a valuable asset.
You're only seeing that because we have Jimmy Butler, and you're trying to like
Because Jimmy
sympathize.
Butler's that guy. Because Jimmy Butler's that guy.
Wait, I think
Problem
Steph
is, I don't like him in this system. I don't like Jimmy
Wait,
Butler in
my
this system.
stats, my stats right here are telling me that Steph Curry is turning 38, Draymond's gonna be 37, and Jimmy Butler's gonna be 37 years old. So that's, you see what I'm saying? Like it's a poorly constructed roster, bro. It's old.
that's old.
No,
That
it's just
run
the
is
system.
over.
It's just the system doesn't mesh anymore. Like it's time for Steph to just. He should be playing with a bunch of rookies and have a couple of ceremonious years and then retire.
Oh, you heard that, Jay? Jay, you heard what he just said.
You just said you don't have a stat pad.
That's you basically say he should
Yeah.
stat pad.
You literally just
He should-
said he shouldn't stat
He
pad.
should do
and
it
that's
because
stat
I
pad.
believe every great player should get a nice farewell tour. This isn't a farewell tour. He thinks you guys think he can't win, and they know they can't win. If you're telling them,
Wait.
they're a poorly constructed team.
Let me ask you a question, Matthew. Who's your GOAT? And who's your basketball GOAT?
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Right. And what was Michael Jeffrey Jordan, if that's his name correct, what was he doing in his last few years?
He
Wizards,
retired,
right?
and then he came back to try and own a piece of the Wizards. So he said, "All right, I'll play some games for you just to get some viewership and ownership."
And what was that? Wait, what was that? What do we call that? What do we call that? In basketball terms, as you just mentioned. You just mentioned it. Was that
Did
that's-
Jordan
He's
have
gonna
a,
try to buy a stake in the ownership and try to
did
get
Jordan
viewership.
did Jordan have a chance of winning a championship?
No, he didn't. But
I
he.
have
But
nothing else to
it's
say.
not. But
I
there
have
was a
nothing else to
reason.
say.
But there's a reason.
Checkmate.
behind it. There's a
Checkmate. That's
reason why
it.
he was there. There's a
That's
reason
it. Checkmate. Checkmate. Checkmate.
There's
Checkmate.
a reason why he was there.
What was
Wait,
He had
LeBron
already retired. Nobody even counts that he retired already.
Jay, if I say LeBron is at the Lakers to help his brand, to help his partnerships, to help his
brand,
sponsorship,
like, his
You go
brand
to
is
LA.
already solidified. It's already solidified.
who's the most iconic team in the NBA? I think it's the Los
It's
Angeles
Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah.
No?
I just can't believe you think like LeBron doesn't, like you said, LeBron doesn't need to stat pad, so he's literally just trying to win championships. The only way that could change anybody's mind about him being not the GOAT is him winning championships. So that's what he's gonna continue to do. Like it doesn't matter. He can put all the stats up he wants.
No, I don't think. I think LeBron thinks like he already got it, Like the second he passed Kareem, he looked up in the
Okay,
crowd. And he's like,
that
I
even
got it.
that even
I'm the
validates the
GOAT.
point.
And all the YNs out there think he's the GOAT. Like it's just it is what it is.
Lion. I'm a lion.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, you are. That's just what they
But
all
okay,
think. Like,
so then
the next generation of
if
10 years, we're gonna ask.
so if you
But
believe that's what he believes, so why is he still playing?
because he just wants to play with his son.
Okay, so he's not stat padding then. He's doing something for a reason. Like you said, Jordan did it because he
By
wanted
default,
ownership for the
he's
Wizards.
there. By default, he's playing in this sorry ass defensive league that's giving him nice 30 points a night. Like that's just stat padding.
Yo, he sounds so much like Skip Bayless. It's crazy, bro.
It's just stat padding.
It's just that him and
He
Skip, when it comes
literally
to
all
LeBron,
he
they
wants
like
is to
to
be first in
move the
every
goalpost.
category ever.
They love to move it.
Raph, let me ask you a question. Not when you said because LeBron's your GOAT, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Michael Jordan used to be my GOAT. LeBron's my GOAT.
When did LeBron become your GOAT?
We know the answer to that.
When's the answer, Matthew?
When he hit that fadeaway shot on Thomas, on who the fuck was it? Who did he hit the fadeaway shot of in LA to pass Kareem? It was right there. It was right there that Raph looked at the TV in absolute shock. Like, oh my God. I never thought this would be broken, and here I am watching it. Isn't that crazy? That was it for you. I know it was. I know it was, bro.
That was part of it because that made me do more research and made me realize that wait, this guy is first of all not only the most disrespected superstar in any sports ever, but if you look at the accolades and you look at everything he's gone through and you compare the two, it's just there's no comparison at this point. There's no comparison at this point.
So did him having to pass Kareem record, is that what tipped the scale for you?
Yeah, because honestly, if you look at what Jordan fans like Matthew Rodriguez clown show over there says all the time that Jordan is the playoff GOAT, he's 6-0, he hasn't lost, and he will never lose in the finals, blah, 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 blah. I feel like LeBron needed to do something because I was also in that wagon. I was also 6-0, he's never lost in the finals, and he's untouchable. But I feel like LeBron, me being a Warriors fan, when you think about it, LeBron coming back on that 73-9 team, LeBron beating Kareem's record, which you can say it was longevity as well. But in all honesty, no. LeBron needed to do this 40,000 only because I feel that this playoff runs is slightly overrated besides the 73-9. So I feel like the longevity part and everything coming together made it, the 40,000 points and the 73-9 all came together, and I feel like that's what made him the GOAT. Because he would never touch Jordan's legacy in playoffs. Never.
I'm surprised that you have it that late because I thought a lot of people considered him the GOAT either when he won with LA or when he beat the Warriors.
When he won in LA
I didn't count. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Matt's takes, but I still don't count the bubble championship.
You guys don't count the bubble championship at all?
I don't count. I don't count that. I feel like it's 1, 3, and the fourth one is like a ring pop.
Well, those are the people who would probably consider like after that. That's when they consider him the GOAT. I'm surprised you said but even still, you said you saw him break that record and then you did some research. So like I feel like the past is what convinced you. You know what I mean?
Research on his regular season numbers, like.
That's what it is. That's what the passing Kareem is. Postseason player. That's literally what you just hinted at. You just hinted at the fact that LeBron James isn't a good postseason player.
Who, me or Matt?
Matt.
Oh, he is a good but the numbers. But Jordan still has the postseason numbers.
I mean, besides the record, he doesn't actually. I hope you know that.
Oh, because LeBron has played in how many thousands of playoff games? I mean.
So we're faulting LeBron.
Jordan doesn't need that. Jordan's played in less playoff games. Jordan's played in less playoff games and has more rings. How does that work out?
Wait, because are we gonna ignore the 8 years that it took for Jordan to even make the make it there? Oh, okay.
So
Yet he has rings. I gotta get a new.
So you just Matt,
No,
you would rather
I just-
have only 6 gold medals instead of having 4 gold medals and 6 silver.
This is
Oh.
that's completely different.
How's that different?
Completely different.
How's
Because
that?
you don't get
How's
any
that-
awards. Because you don't get any
Medals,
awards
yes.
for.
Yes, you do. You're an Eastern Conference champion.
And what is that?
As you get a trophy. Am I wrong, Matt? Raph, am I right or am I wrong? You get a trophy.
Now you get a trophy. Yeah, and yeah, sure. Now you get it. That's
That's what I'm
it doesn't
saying.
count.
Oh, it's like LeBron gets penalized because he's been to the finals more than Jordan, and because he lost more. Like even if LeBron were to win 6 titles, I don't think you would even consider him the GOAT because he lost 6 times.
Wouldn't. He wouldn't. If LeBron was 6-6 or with 6 losses, 6 wins, Matthew would not consider him the goal. He would always say that Jordan's never lost, and that's the only argument. That's the thing, and that's why when we have a podcast for
Because
just
it depends on the wins, but
no. I feel like Jordan, you fans are that's the only thing you're holding on to for dear life. You're holding on for dear life now because LeBron has so many arguments against Jordan that your only thing you're gonna say is that 6-0. That's it. That is it. Because I
show
already
me how many.
exposed you.
Raph, just to end this conversation, just show me how many pairs of LeBrons you have in that closet.
How many what?
How many pairs of LeBrons do you have in that closet? I'm gonna bet it's none. That's just
How many presents?
How many,
How many pairs of
pairs
LeBrons do
of
you have in that
LeBrons?
closet?
Oh, now we're moving the goalpost again because LeBron doesn't have a shoe that you want to wear for style.
Oh, but that's your thing, right? He wants to promote. He wants to keep going with his brand. I got it. Now I
No,
got
because
it.
my whole thing is that you're saying the stat pad this, stat pad that. We're not
Yeah, I
stat
don't
pad.
get
That's
that. Yeah, I don't get that.
I will never get that.
I don't get why he's stat padded. He doesn't need to do that. People either consider him. Do you consider him the second greatest player ever, Matt?
Yeah.
So it's like
Fine, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. No, that's fine. Let's
Yeah.
end it here. Let's end it here. Let's end it here.
It
That's all I
doesn't.
need. That's all I needed.
So like it doesn't matter. He's like
Expose Matthew. When I expose Matthew with this individual podcast they're going to have,
Yes.
I'm going to convince Matthew that LeBron's the GOAT. I'm going to convince him that he's the GOAT.
Oh man, that would be.
I'm going to convince him.
That would be the day.
But great podcast, guys. Appreciate everybody for joining.
Yes, sir.
We have better content coming out next week. It's not a great football week, but stay tuned. We're going to keep it up with baseball. Basketball's
The
coming
Yankees
up
be
soon.
out of it.
And the Yankees will not make the second round. Thank you for joining. See you guys.
Later.
At you guys.